Okay, our first movement today to example is extension and flexion. So let's take a look at my arm. Right now my arm is extending out to the side. Okay, it's as long as it can go. In order to flex that arm, I'm gonna make a fist. I'm gonna take my hand all the way up to my shoulder, and now my arm is flexed. Shorter muscle, longer muscle. Okay, flexion and extension. Our next movement is abduction and adduction. So think about drawing a line down the middle of your body, dividing it in half. That's your middle line. So abduction, abduction, is taking away from the midline of the body. So zero in on my leg. So we're gonna abduct. That means we're taking away from the midline of my body. Now to adduct, ADD, is adding back to the midline of the body. So we're gonna bring that leg back in. There's your adduct. So ab and add. Next movement is protraction and retraction. We're gonna zero in on the shoulder. Protraction is more of a pushing motion. See how the shoulder moves forward? And then if I retract, it's sort of a pulling back motion. So protract is moving forward, retract is moving backwards. Circumduction is the next movement. It can be done with a lot of different levers in a lot of different places. It is a circular motion. So I'm gonna zero in on my finger as if I'm asking someone to turn around. So my hand is still, my wrist is still, shoulder, arm, elbow, everything is still except my finger. This is your circumduction. It can go in either direction, circular motion. Okay, for our next movement, we are talking about rotation. So again, we're gonna move in, looking at the shoulder. So rotation, we can do internal and external rotation. Internally rotating, I'm gonna take my hand and bring it right toward my belly. That's my internal rotation. External rotation is taking that hand as far away from the belly as you can. Internal rotation, external rotation. Supination and pronation. So I'm gonna use my arm again. Supination, palm faces up, as if I am a weight person holding a tray. That is my supination. Pronation is putting that palm down toward the floor as if I'm gonna pat a small child's head. Okay, so we've got supination and pronation. So we're gonna zero in on the feet and ankles for plantar and dorsiflexion. Dorsiflexion is taking that foot, pointing the toes down as if you're a ballerina or you wanna stand up on your tippy toes. That is dorsiflexion. Plantarflexion is coming from that neutral position and pulling the toes up toward the ceiling as if you're gonna paint your toenails or clip your toenails. So here's our neutral position. Dorsi is pointing down, plantar is pointing up.